going on, Boulder, Colorado?
Don't allow their hatred for me to interfere with our kids.
Y'all need to wake up, because the rejected will be respected. Quote from Bucky, a.k.a. Deion Sanders Jr., talking about the Buffs, man. We got a few good stories to talk about, some feel-good moments as well as Coach Prime calling out the media in behalf of Travis Hunter. We'll dive into that in a bit, so make sure you stick around. But we've got to talk about the polls that dropped yesterday. We've got to talk about some feel-good stories within Colorado, and a flip watch is now officially announced. So keep your eyes open. So let's dive into that here on the Prime Time for College Football. This video is powered by our partners over at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. So the Buffs sitting pretty. We just got the latest polls. AP coaches polls just dropped yesterday. And I try to wait until today to give it to you guys on a Monday, because I know now that Tuesday evenings we will have our college football rankings. So we'll react to that immediately on Tuesday. So keep your eyes open for that. Pretty excited to just dive into that portion of it. But let's look at the rankings, what this means for the Buffs, especially because now that the Big 12 has really reshuffled, there's a lot of pluses on the side for the Buffs. So let's jump into this. Right now, the Buffs come in on the rankings at 16 in the AP poll and 18 in the coaches poll. So you may be asking, Jay, what does that mean for the Buffs overall? The BYU loss has helped Colorado, of course. Buffs are tied for first in the Big 12 with 2 games remaining, 2 very winnable games. One that's going to be a challenge, it looks like, and then one that should not be as tough, but it is the end of the season. Somebody's going to be fighting. So until this team actually lays down in Oklahoma State, you don't want to bet on that. So, but on the real, the Buffs moving up 2 spots, and in BYU dropping 7. So BYU's 14, Colorado 16 in the AP. And then in the coaches, BYU's 15, Colorado is 18. At 8-2, I expect the Buffs to continue to move up. The bigger thing here is now to make the playoffs, Colorado will need to win the Big 12. That is going to be the most important thing. Finish the season 10-2, which is a game above what I predicted initially. Is huge for Colorado. And I know US Buffs fans are excited about the idea of not only going to a big-time bowl game, but potentially having a bye week in the playoffs. That will be absurd. That is a possibility, because the top four highest-ranked conference champions do end up with a bye week. And so since Colorado right now is ranked basically behind Boise State and SMU, as long as the Buffs keep moving up, they have a very good chance of getting that bye week. Just got to win all the way out. So 3 games left. It's only important. Not handle business in the last 2, as well as go in and win the conference championship. So Buffs got a good chance. I'm excited to see it. Let me know what y'all think. We've got to talk, though. Coach Prime calls out the media for being blind, because honestly, that's exactly what they is. Questions were asked about Travis Hunter. Let's dive into that. But first, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring the channel. They're hooking you up. 150% bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000. 125% on your second and third deposits using promo code YouTube150. And as you see, Travis Hunter right now, odds-on favorite to win the Heisman. And I told y'all before, man, keep your eyes out for that number. He's been playing out. And last week against Utah, well, a couple days ago, he balled out, right? He didn't put up the massive numbers, but he put out the spectacular plays. You need those Heisman moments. And to be honest, I think his Heisman moments that should really lean into him will come up over the weekend. And BetUS is taking care of you. If you want in the action, jump on the site. BetUS, they're hooking you up. 150% bonus on your first deposit to $2,000. 125% on your second and third deposit using promo code YouTube150. BetUS, where the game begins. Coach Prime dove into Travis Hunter as well. And I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say. We'll comment on that because I think it's very profound how he put it out there.
What would your message be to Heisman voters who are undecided in his case? I ain't
sit up here and get no message. Heisman voters is undecided. If they can't see, they can't see. It is what it is. I mean, Travis is who he is. He's supposed to go to the best college football player. I think that's been a wrap since, week 2? So we ain't petitioning for nobody. We ain't doing that. We got a wonderful display of cameras here, and I think we on national television every week. If they can't see it, there's a problem. Don't allow their hatred for me to interfere with our kids' success. They got to stop that. Y'all got to stop. Some of y'all like that. Y'all got to stop that, man. Give the kids what they deserve, man. I done had my turn. You had, I played 14 years. You had 14 years to hate me. Now let it go.
And this is Prime, in a way, campaigning to the media without campaigning to the media. And that's what you need to do. Because, again, Travis Hunter has been electric this entire season. He's doing something nobody else has ever done. And I saw some folks on the interwebs hating on the fact that that one of the stats that a lot of people are using for Travis is how many plays that he has played in. And I'm going to be honest, that's probably kind of the point. We've never seen somebody play both sides of the ball at high levels. Travis is up there. He's top 10 in corners and grades as well as wide receivers nationally in PFF, which PFF is not the end all be all, but what PFF is a great guide to understand who to keep your eyes on and who's out there being impactful. They're pretty fair about their grades. They're not perfect, but I always tell everybody I use them heavily to remind myself of what to keep my eyes on. And Travis Hunter is rated highly over there. He is rated as, like I said, when you want to look at receiver grades, I'm going to go in here and pull this up real quick and then you get, of course, minimum snaps out there. But, dude, Travis is up there, top 10. He's number 8 as an 83 on offense, just an offense, right? Receiver grade, he's number 11 in the country right now at a minimum of 50% of the targets of 151. He's targeted a lot. He's giving you, 911 yards off 74 catches, 9 touchdowns. He's going to finish the season with double-digit touchdowns. But the craziest thing about it is he's graded highly on defense as well. That, to me, is where your argument is for Travis for the Heisman. No one's been able to do that where they're playing at a high level on both sides of the ball. I know y'all agree with me, so it's not much, preaching I need to do for you all. But I want to add a couple additional stories in here. Charlie Offadall, the running back, walk-on, they earned a scholarship this year. Y'all remember that video coming out, which was dope. He got his first touchdown. Got that, and you saw a moment where him and Coach Prime hugged. Coach was excited about getting him his touchdown. So you had the Charlie Offadall touchdown in this game at home, which always feels good to be able to do it in front of your people. And then you add in, Miss Peggy getting her 100th year celebration for her birthday. It wasn't her birthday, but she just turned 100 recently. And the entire stadium went out there and sang happy birthday. You cannot beat that. Great feel-good moment. Even Joe Klatt was talking about how much he just loved how that's probably the greatest moment he's been around, even being there, and it just felt good, right? So that's huge. Last thing, we talked about the recruits on the last video that pulled up, and there's a lot, but one name that didn't pull up, but now is 100% available, is Juju Lewis. Juju Lewis has decommitted from USC, as USC has now signed another quarterback not too long ago. He signed them, it was Hassan Longstreet. He was committed to Texas A&M, and USC has been pursuing him because they saw the writing on the wall for Juju Lewis decommitting. Juju has officially decommitted, and now he is available for the Buffs to, seal the deal. So the question is, will the Buffs close it? When we talk to our guy, Deuce the Scoop, which I'm going to hit him up, get him back on, it sounds like there is a lot of excitement when it comes to Juju coming to Colorado. And then the next year, you got the next guy. You've got Jaden O'Neal, who the Buffs are trying to flip from Oklahoma. I don't see it happening in that situation, just from conversations I've had, but he's not being deterred. It's something that he is going to keep an eye on. And so we'll see how things go, but I'll tell you this. I think the Juju situation is probably going to come down to the Buffs. I think the Buffs end up winning his services, and he becomes the next great one underneath Coach Prime as he's starting to build a legacy. He builds them, and this is what he's doing. He's building it from scratch. Let me know what y'all think on that. I think Juju does end up being a Buff in this class. It just feels like it. We haven't seen or heard anything definitive, but like I said, I'm going to hit up some folks, see what we can get out of it. This video is powered by our partners over at BetUS. Check them out. They're hooking up the gamer. 150% bonus on your first deposit of $2,000 by using promo code YouTube150. All right, we'll have some more. We'll talk college football playoffs soon. We got the rankings coming out Tuesday, so we'll drop something on that. Any news or anything else that drops along the line, we'll make sure to get that out to you all in between the work schedule. So thank y'all for pulling up. Go ahead and check out the last video we dropped on Sunday right after the win. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification and join the family. Chop it up soon.